easy to define. Steady living bring you peace of mind. Would you ever trip my line? Steady living, a change of lifestyle. Steady living with my body.
What I really want for you to get out of this is that you're probably going to make better decisions for you than anybody else is. When you start taking your world apart, you know, put something in your mouth, how do I feel? Maybe I don't feel so good. Maybe I should try something else. And my personal philosophy is just take it all the way back to simplicity. How does a plant grow naturally? What is the soil supposed to look like that's growing that plant? How do we mimic nature? What were we doing 200 years ago? Because before distillery dairies, we've been consuming milk. We've been living on this planet a long time. It's actually only in the last 200 years that we've gone really awry. What were we doing before that? Louis Pasteure, when he was very old, said he really disagreed with the whole concept of killing everything. This guy who discovered what these were, he said, you know, I'm actually thinking the guys on the raw milk side that are saying clean dairies and happy cows are onto something here. So I'll let the cat out of the bag that, you know, my theory is that look at nature, and if we can possibly mimic what nature does, we're going to get the closest to being healthy, happy, harmonious, and have a high quality of life. You know, next week I might learn some new fact and I might change my mind again. But what I know is I'm in control. I'm figuring this out. I don't get to judge anybody else. I don't get to make anybody else's decisions. All I get to do is keep looking at everything I see, and I get to experiment on myself. And I'm not looking outside of myself for somebody else to make me better. I want to hear other people's stories. I want to, you know, what helped you? Did you feel better when you did something? Oh, gosh, I might go run off and try that. But ultimately, at the end of the day, it's myself and my responsibility for myself and my children. That's what matters. And I'm not going to look to an authority. I'm going to go look and find out and keep turning over rocks. And, you know, what do we know as human beings at this time in history? What did we know 100 years ago? What mistakes have we made? You know, are there some correlations to be drawn from that? So Gina said she's a product of conventional upbringing, and it has really helped her to be exposed to, you know, people who eat different things like quinoa instead of rice. You know, what is spelt? What are, you know, fresh fruits and vegetables? Just different. Being exposed to people who have tried to eat healthier has helped her. You take care of you. You take care of your community. You take care of your family. You try different things and you share that information. You know, interesting time in history, interesting time to be alive. We have access to the best food supply ever, the most interesting food supply ever. We can have a really good time with this while we figure it out. And one last thing. One of the things that is really clear from scientific research is that if you're happy, your immune system functions on a much higher level. And so if there's one thing you can work on, it's adjusting your life so that you're doing what you want to do with it. Your hobbies, your work, your whatever you're doing, you begin to shift it so that you wake up and go, yeah, let's do this again every morning.
Steady living is easy to define. Steady living bring you peace of mind. Would you ever trip my line? Steady living, a change of lifestyle. Steady living, rest my body for a while.